There's a saying, sometimes being too good at your job can be the worst thing for your career. Sounds ridiculous, right? But let me tell you, it's the ugly truth in many cases. Today, I'm breaking down how even the brightest stars can get burned when they shine too brightly, all because they forgot one critical rule: never outshine the master. Imagine this. You've been hustling hard, putting in those extra hours, delivering results like no one else in the room, and suddenly everyone starts noticing you. You're the golden child, the go-to person for solutions. That's exactly what happened to Jake, a high-flying executive at a top tech firm. Jake was the kind of guy everyone secretly wanted to be. Smart, innovative, and always 3 steps ahead of the competition. His boss, Mark, was the CEO of the company. While Mark was good at his job, he wasn't Jake, and everyone could see it. The board started praising Jake in meetings. Investors began asking for him by name, and employees were more excited about his ideas than Mark's. Sounds like a dream, right? Nope. Mark started feeling the heat. It wasn't jealousy, it was fear. Jake wasn't just an employee anymore, he was a threat. Fast forward 6 months and Jake was out. The official reason? We're heading in a different direction. The real reason? He forgot to keep Mark's ego intact. Look, no one tells you this in college or during those motivational speeches about climbing the corporate ladder. But here's the bitter pill. Your boss is human, and humans, they're fragile creatures. When Jake started shining too brightly, Mark didn't see an asset. He saw a rival. This happens more often than we like to admit. In another infamous case, it happened to former Apple employee Jony Ive, the design genius behind the iPhone. Steve Jobs adored him, but once Tim Cook stepped into the picture, Ive's influence began to shrink. Why? Cook wasn't about to let anyone else take the spotlight. It's not about how good you are, it's about how good you make them feel. Play the game wrong, and suddenly your brilliance is interpreted as arrogance. People will say things like, "He's just not a team player," or "She's too focused on herself." Meanwhile, the real issue is that your success made them insecure. How to be a star without blinding your boss. So what's the takeaway here? Should you stop being excellent? Absolutely not. But you need to be smart about it. Think of your boss's ego like a delicate vase. It's fragile, and once it's cracked, your career is in the bin. Here's the play. Always shine a little less than your boss. If you have a brilliant idea, frame it as their idea. If the team praises you, shift the spotlight back to them. Phrases like, "This was inspired by boss's name's vision," work wonders. Take the example of Barack Obama and Joe Biden. Biden for years played second fiddle to Obama, but did so masterfully. He praised Obama publicly and never tried to upstage him, even when he had the chance. And guess what? When the time was right, he stepped into the spotlight without any hard feelings. This isn't about sucking up, it's about survival. Ego is a tricky thing, and the higher up you go, the more fragile it becomes. So, if you're in Jake's shoes right now, take a deep breath and ask yourself, am I building my boss up, or am I accidentally tearing them down? Because trust me, it's not about how good you are, it's about how good they feel around you. Final thought. Sometimes the fastest way to the top is by letting others think they're leading the way. Play it smart and you'll get your moment to shine without burning out.